bought a property in the last few years, you may be wondering why, despite all of those repayments, your home loan value remains stubbornly high. This is because for the first 5 years, you are paying mostly interest and very little capital. So today we're chatting to Mfundo Mabaso from FNB Home Financing to try and work out how to pay off those mortgages just a little bit quicker. So Mfundo, this must be a question that you get really often. I mean, what do you say to people?
A lot of people want to know how quickly can they actually own their houses. And quite simply, the answer is pay in a little bit extra. Every little bit actually counts. So if you look at a customer that has a bond for $1 million, paying in an extra 200 Rand can save, in terms of their term, a year.
And I also find people get very confused. So when I write that, people say to me, but does it go to the capital or to the interest? So maybe you can just explain that.
Your normal repayment that we've agreed goes towards interest repayment as well as capital reduction. Anything extra that you pay over and above your repayment goes directly to capital reduction. So it pays no amount of interest, but in fact you actually save on interest and you shorten your term as well. So everything extra that you pay goes to your capital. Goes to your capital.
How does an access bond work?
Access bond is basically every amount that you pay in a little bit extra is prepaid. That is money that is yours and is available to you to actually withdraw at any time that you need it.
So I calculated with this latest rate cut that we had, that if you kept your mortgage repayments exactly the same, so you didn't lower them in line with the interest rate cut, you would actually pay off your mortgage earlier. Is it possible to say to your bank, listen, I want you to keep my installment exactly the same, even if interest rates are cut?
In essence, that's you giving us an instruction to keep your interest, your repayment at the same amount, which effectively means you're paying in a little bit extra. Now, should the interest rate go back to what it used to be, you would not have to come back to us. We'll keep it at the same amount. Should the interest rate then go up, we would automatically increase the repayment to what you need to repay. But I think that's a very important aspect of paying off your home loan. Keep the repayments at the same amount regardless of the rate cut. It helps you in saving on interest and helps you in terms of the term as well.
When can you renegotiate your interest rate on your mortgage? Let's say, for example, you've taken out your mortgage, you've maybe had it for a period of time, and you want to go back to your bank and ask for a lower interest rate. Can you do that?
Absolutely. I think we encourage it because it's good money management, right? So if you have substantially improved your credit profile from the time that you took out your mortgage, we would be happy to actually reduce your interest rate. It would affect how much you owe us on a monthly basis or need to repay us on a monthly basis, and effectively saving. If you keep it at the same amount, you'd actually have the prepaid coming in as well, and you'd be saving on the term.
What if your bank's not prepared to budge on the interest rate? They're not prepared to give you a lower interest rate, but another bank is. Is it worth moving, given all the costs involved?
I think the important thing is to consider what the cost implications are. When you move your mortgage from one bank to another, you would have to pay cancellation costs on the mortgage that the old bank held, and registration costs on the new mortgage that the new bank is going to be holding. So that's a consideration that you need to take into account.
So what you're saying is, can you go and actually negotiate your bond registration fees? Because I've calculated that often your bond registration fees have quite a big impact on your total repayment if you're capitalizing it. So it's one you really, really do need to look at.
So the bond registration costs are a cost that is charged by the attorney, the bond attorney or the transferring attorney. That is a conversation to be had between the customer and the attorney.
So there you have it. When it comes to reducing your home loan, every rand counts, and even a few percentage points.